Hello and welcome. My name is Jocelyn and today I am restarting a series that I took a break from for 2 months. And this is basically my palette rotation series where at the beginning of the month I randomly generate, using the help of Google, about 5 palettes to use for the coming month. Usually in these videos I recap what I used for the month before, kind of rank the palettes in how often I used them, and will show pictures if I'm able to capture pictures of some of the looks I've created with the palettes. But because I took a break, we're gonna kind of be starting fresh today with 5 brand new palettes, and we won't be doing a recap from the months previous because I took a break. So in the next video, I'll be doing a recap, but not in this one. So I have a total of 47 palettes. Definitely not a small number, but not, you know, I feel like it could be worse. And I have got Google's random number generator pulled up on my phone. I've got a list of all of my palettes to my right, and we're gonna go ahead and just start generating our first palette. All right, here we go. 6. Oh, I don't think I've used this one yet this year. This is one I think I purchased last year. It is one of probably my all-time favorites. It's a ColourPop palette. It is the Going Coconuts palette. This is a very good, very nice neutral palette. I love this one so much. The mattes in here are beautiful. Starting strong. Okay. 41, woo. 41 is actually one that I used already. I used it not last month, but the month before that. It is the Jaclyn Hill and Morphe palette. So I'm gonna go ahead and skip over that one since I just pulled it into rotation recently. 16. Oh, okay, another neutral one. I actually pulled this one in today to use a little bit, and I was kind of thinking that I kind of wanted to use it more, so that's kind of perfect. It's a Tarte palette. It is the very basic, another basic palette, Tartelette in Bloom. This is what the inside looks like in case you're not familiar. I really like this palette a lot. Again, 2 of my favorite neutral palettes, so hopefully we get some variety here in the next 3 palettes, but I guess we'll see. 26. Oh, okay. I do like this next one. Usually I pull this one in during the fall, but you know, we can use it whenever we want. It is a Dose of Colors Blushing Berries palette. So this one is, I definitely wouldn't say it's exciting. It's another kind of neutral palette, all matte palette, but I love this formula. So this is another palette that I really like. 43. Oh, I feel like I might have pulled this one in at some point, but it was a few months ago. And yeah, I did pull this in a while back, but I didn't use it as much as I was expecting to use it. So this is my ColourPop Magnetic palette, which has got a bunch of ColourPop and Sydney Grace eyeshadows in it. So I didn't, like I said, I didn't use it as much as I would have liked to have used it when I pulled it in earlier this year. And it's been a few months since I pulled it in, so I'm gonna go ahead and stick with this one, even though we have used it this year already. But this will be the last month that I pull it in for the year. And 19, is this our last palette? It is. Oh, this is another one. I feel like I won't use this one. Well, but you know what? I only pulled it in once. It was earlier this year. Let's go ahead and stick with the last one that was chosen for us. So number 19 is the Kaleidos VR Neon palette. This was pulled in for me, I'm almost positive, earlier this year. This is what the inside looks like. It's very colorful. I want to say I used this once last time it was pulled in, and so let's go ahead and pull it in. It is springtime. These are very bright colors. We got 2 very colorful palettes and then 3 very neutral palettes. So I think this will be good. Now I want to mention real fast the other 2 palettes that I have in my little palette organizer real fast, just in case you need a refresher. The first one is my Pan That palette for the year, which is the Master palette by Mario, Anastasia Beverly Hills. I'm not gonna show you a spoiler of what's on the inside because I do need to film an update on this, but this is one that I've got. And then also I have one brand new palette to my collection that I'm pulling in to use, since I've only used it I think once with a once for a first impressions kind of situation. And it is the Huda Beauty Mercury Retrograde palette. I did pick this up in the most recent Sephora VIB sale. I've only used it once. So because it's brand new to my collection, I do want to try and get some use out of it and give it a go. So this is what the inside of this one looks like. So we have a total of five palettes that were chosen for as one that's going to be in my rotation all year long, and then this one that I'm choosing for myself outside of the random number generator. Short and sweet video. Those are the, I guess technically 7 palettes that I'll be using for the month of May, the month of May. In the beginning of June, I will be doing another refresh of my palettes, and I'll be recapping out of these 7 which ones I used the most, and if I get footage or photos of any of the looks that I create with any of the palettes, then I'll definitely be sure to include those in my next video. So if you don't want to miss that, consider subscribing. I also will have my Shop My Stash for the month of May up right after this one, so if you don't want to miss that, again, don't forget to subscribe. And if you like this video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up. It helps me out a lot. And I think that is everything I have for you today. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next one.